Alright, so what we need to do, what I've done is clean off this thermostat housing right here and just clean the gasket off with a nice razor blade. That's what I had. You could use a Brillo pad, a wire brush. You really wouldn't want to use a wire brush too much, but if that's what you have, that's what you have. You'll scratch it up pretty good and won't have a good seal. So I just used a razor blade and kind of just scraped it off. I did the same thing to here on the engine and just kind of scraped it off. It's real easy. So here's our new gasket. Okay, I was fitting it just a minute ago, so this is our new gasket, and here's our thermostat. Okay, our thermostat is open right now. So it was just open. So there we are. Housing, again, it's gonna fit like that, the housing. Okay, so what I recommend we do is just take it and put it in there, you know, and get your thermostat in there, inside the groove there. So it kind of just sits inside that groove. Okay. You put your gasket on. Okay. And then your housing with, you want to use the long bolt so that you can grab it better. Okay. So you got your housing on there. And thermostat, you got your gasket on there, and you get your thermostat housing with the long bolt in it. Okay, so it's real easy. And then just kind of set it in there, just like that. Okay, so, and if you need to reline your gasket down here, do so. Just hold it on there real nice and snug so you don't drop your thermostat again. That's where the problem lied last time, in the old thermostat housing gasket. So we're just gonna go ahead and adjust this as needed. So gonna line those holes up there, and there, voila, found our hole. Okay, just like that, real easy, guys. So let me grab the old thermostat gasket to show you what that looked like and what happened. One second here. Get this in there nice and snug. Okay. Okay. Here we are. The thermostat had fallen. Okay, had fallen down, and whenever during the last installation, so kind of fallen down and rubbed in there. It's a fairly new gasket, you know, about a month old, so it's not that big a deal. Just, we bought 2 gaskets in the first place just in case something happened. So you always buy 2 gaskets. Alright, so let's go ahead and tighten it up. We got our 13mm socket, our snub nose extension on our 3/8 drive ratchet. Okay, it's all 3/8. So let's go ahead and put that all together there. And we are tightening. So we want to switch it to on, off, on. Okay, get it on there nice and tight. And then here's this one, nice and tight. Just get it on there. Okay, so that's the thermostat housing. It's on there nice and tight, those bolts right there. Okay, so to get a real good, make sure that you got it on there, go ahead and take the 13mm wrench and just kind of snug it up. There you go, just like that. It's nice and tight. Okay, so there it is. Okay, there's our thermostat housing. It's back. Here's our connector right here. I'm gonna go ahead and put that back on. It's right there. Been hanging. Okay, so we just put it right here. Connect. That makes sure that the temperature sensor there makes its connection. Okay, so the next thing we're going to want to do before we put our fan shroud on is make sure that our serpentine belt is set. Okay, so give me 1 second so I can get an extra pair of hands. Alright, so now what we have to do is put on our serpentine belt. Okay, so we're going to take it from here. We pulled it up earlier, and we're going to take our 3/4 ratchet and just kind of pull it all the way back, okay? And then get our serpentine belt wrapped around there again. If you come undone, it's okay. If you look at your fan shroud, it shows you the path of which the serpentine belt is supposed to follow, okay? And we'll show you that here in just a minute. But there it is. Once you get it on there, you're able to pull your 3/4 inch ratchet. Pull it right out. It's real easy. So there we go. Now we put on our fan shroud. That's going to go right here. Okay. Along right here. And then after that, we're going to replace our hoses. And then we're going to take it for a test drive to make sure it doesn't leak. Alright. Cool. Okay guys, so what we're doing is going to put our fan shroud back on right here. And our fan. So like if you remember, it's right there on top of the battery. So we're just gonna kind of twist it back the way we had it before, kind of drop it down in there. It goes real easily. Just kind of set it, boom, there we go. Sets right on top of our radiator. Okay, just like that. And then our bolts right here. This little bolt guy, this guy right here, 10mm. Okay, we're going to put them back in the places where they go. Okay, so it's going to be good stuff, guys. Let's get this going and let's see how you fare. See, alright, so our fan shroud is in place. All we need to do is put our bolts in. Here we go. The other one, this is the second one. Goes right there. Okay, so let's go ahead and get these put in, and I'll be back in just a sec. Okay, so our fan shroud is back on. It's right here. Good stuff. Alright, now we need to put our overflow hose back. Ooh, pulled some coolant out. Let's put them back right here. There. Clear that up. There we go. It's gonna just sit right inside that groove there. Just push that down and it falls like that. Okay, so then our other hose, our return hose to the thermostat housing is right here. It goes there. Okay, it's right there. Good stuff. Okay, let me bring our clamp down. Bring the clamp down and put it here and clamp it up. Okay, then the third hose is going to come from here and it's going to go all the way to here. Okay, my radiator hose, this guy here. It's fun stuff. Okay, let's go ahead and get him back on. Okay, so and then you connect it here. Bring these clamps down. Boom, like that. Tighten it up with your 15/16, and you'll be you'll be good to go. Okay. Then the next thing we're going to want to do is put in our air cleaner intake. So that's going to sit down in here. Pick up my tools here in just a second. Air cleaner intake. There it is, right there. It's kind of funky, but it's okay. That's it. And you just put it all back together, tighten everything up, and you're good to go. All right. So again, this is a Jeep Grand Cherokee 2002 4-liter 6-cylinder engine, and we replaced the thermostat housing gasket. Okay, so this is George reminding you to stay safe, and thank you for watching Country Intelligent. Like and subscribe.